And for more on this security report and the likelihood of bandit attack in the build-up to the May the 29th handover date, let's talk to a security expert, Femi Aratokun, who joins us live virtually. Good to have you join us.
Good afternoon, and good to have me on your show.
Coming from on the back of the statement being made by the governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, how volatile is this particular period, especially because we're preparing for a handover?
Let me start by, commending the efforts of the Kaduna State government for bringing out this report, which is the Q1 report for 2023. It's a good one, a comprehensive one. Having studied it very well myself within these few minutes to just process a lot of things around it, I think there are some omissions there which I don't think is comfortable, especially if most security analysts should look at it. But however, it's a good one, but a lot still needs to be done. Comparing it to the run-up to the handover in May 2029, I think they need to take his words, his statements, and his advice very strongly and see how best the federal government
Mr. Aratoko, we seem to have lost connection with you. I just want to be sure that you're still there.
Yes, I am there. Yeah.
All right. You were speaking earlier.
Yeah. Basically, as I've said, they need to make sure that they do the right thing. And one of the key right things they need to do is this: they don't need to stop the project they have in making sure that asking because when mentioned that, okay, we're going to be having a run-up to change of bathing, it's still the same APC in government. So there shouldn't be anything like change of bathing. But what we should have is a continuity in the project in making sure that lives are safe and properties are well secured. But in terms of the military and the other security agencies that we have, we've not really seen anything in the report that shows that welfare is being conducted for them or preserved for them or given to them at all, and which is a very serious concern to someone like me that will be looking into, okay, those are the war front, those de-escalating all these conflicts. What exactly are we looking into in making sure that welfare is actually provided for them? Like most police stations in Kaduna are completely run down. Are we actually rebuilding back? Are we making effort to make sure that we fortify the whole place so that attackers cannot attack them? They are living under real siege and fear. But is the government ready to do anything about it? Or it's going to be just, let's talk, let's have this report, and at the end of the day, nothing will be done. These are real concerns for security analysts.
Mr. Aratokun, if I may just jump in, because you sort of touched on some the question I wanted to ask you about is the fact that this is just a report from Kaduna State, not necessarily for the country. From your experience, we also have a situation where security agencies are carrying out security assessment of this particular season. And what's your thought? What should be done, not just for Kaduna State, around the country? What should be done at this moment to ensure that as we move from one administration to another, we do not have a security crisis?
Well, I can't promise that there will be no security crisis because this present government that is about to leave office are yet to do the needful that the country is yelling for, are yet to do the needful that all Nigerians are crying for. They are yet to do the needful that security personnel themselves are equally asking them to do. But what we have is bogus budgets and no real solution at hand. So from my own experience, from what I've seen so far, there will still definitely be some difficulties for the new administration coming in, and they have a whole lot to do. If care is not taken, it's going to kind of have a very serious effect on them. But let us look at it from this angle again. Most of them are still going to be in power in a way. Some of the governors are still there. Some of the ministers are still there. And again, it's not new to most of all these political power players that we have in Nigeria, that they know what is on ground, they know what to do, except if they just want to play politics with lives. But I don't see them doing that in the first place. The whole world is watching, and we want to see exactly what's going to happen between now and May 2029. If truly the governor of Kaduna State is holding down to this was that, yes, he's begging the federal government to help, then he himself should do the needful to make sure that he equally do what is necessary for the state as well, which is what provides.
But one of the things he's requesting, Mr. Aratuku, one of the things he's requesting is a military offensive within the next 39 days. How effective is that, and how effective and sufficient is that?
We just don't need the 39 days military offensive. What we need is a very strategic plan that will work alongside the whole state, alongside the local government, alongside all the security agencies that we have. We just don't need the military offensives. What we need is de-escalation of this process that will definitely work for the country. Because right now, investors are leaving. Everybody doesn't even know. They're not sure what is going to happen to them within the next 39 days or after 39 days. What is the future of Kaduna State? What is the future of the Northerners? What is the future of Nigerians? What is the future within this sub-Saharan Africa? Because a lot of people depend so much in making sure that all these things does work well. But how are we so sure that they're going to work well is the key question we're asking the state government, the federal government. Changing the pattern doesn't really make a difference, but do we have the continuity project at hand? It's what matters to us right now.
Thank you so much for talking to us, security expert Femi Aratuku.
Thank you so much for having me.